When Andrea Grove McDonough began her career at UConn, she had to build the program from the bottom up. Now, the new Iowa State women's cross-country coach finds herself with an established program, which means she has big plans for the future.
I'd like to keep athletes qualified in the mid-distance events as well as the long-distance events, and certainly see some, consistency within the national top 10 cross-country. That's not an easy thing to do, but we'd like to keep getting back to the national meet, keep winning the conference meet. At this point, we're trying for our third in a row.
The women's cross-country team has a tradition of success. Grove McDonough plans to continue that tradition with a bit of unorthodox coaching.
Go, 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 go! The athletes have been really terrific and certainly have been embracing my somewhat unconventional style. I think they're starting to, loosen up a little bit, understand that, I like to keep things pretty loose most of the time. I like a lot of feedback, particularly right after, the practice, right after, a run or a hard session. And a lot of them, initially were sort of like, oh, if they had a rough day or a bad day, kind of just wanted to get in and get out. So it's really about sitting down and saying, hey, what's going on? Sometimes a bad day is simply a bad day, and it's nothing to get too concerned about. But I do like to usually have some kind of, discussion about what's happened at practice, good or bad. And I think now they realize it's not such a scary thing.
Even though the Cyclones graduated 3 nationally ranked runners last year, Grove McDonough has high hopes for the team this season.
There's a lot more talent on the team than I think people realize. We lost 2 really awesome athletes last year that graduated who, did a lot of great things for Iowa State, Megan Nelson and Betsy Sanya and Danny Stack. So I think, maybe people thought there was going to be some rebuilding, and that's true to a point, but I think there are some athletes on the roster right now that are capable of stepping up in a pretty big way. And now we're starting to get the sense that the season is upon us, so certainly the intensity is dialing up just a little bit, but honestly, I'm really ready to get going.